Hi students, in this class we will be discussing about the concept electric flux, right? So electric flux, so very simple. Flux generally represents group, right? It is defined as number of electric field lines. Number of electric field lines passing through an area. Passing through an area. Number of electric field lines passing through an area. Or I can use the word, instead of passing, I can use the word cutting through an area. If electric field lines cut an area, then those lines are considered as electric flux. Let us see diagrammatically what does this mean. Consider an uniform electric field is present. Right? Let's say this is an area that is under our consideration. Right? This is the area that is under our consideration. Now, electric field lines are passing through the area. Let's say electric field lines are passing through the area. A number of electric field lines are going through the area. Right? Something like this. So, number of electric field lines are going through an area. I think you are able to understand the beautiful diagram. So there are many lines that are crossing the area, and the electric field is uniform or non-uniform. Assume that the electric field is uniform because all the lines are parallel to each other and all of them are equally displaced. Let's say it is an uniform electric field. Right? Throughout the area, lines are crossing. Something like this. So here, what we are going to define? Number of electric field lines passing through an area. There are so many lines getting through that area. So what we do? We define. Let number of lines passing through unit area. Number of lines passing through unit area is E lines. How many lines? E lines. Means what? We have discussed that if the electric field is stronger, means more lines are present. If the electric field is weaker, there are lesser number of lines. So let us define. Number of lines per unit area is equal to E lines. So each area E lines are. Right? Let's say the area of this one is equal to A. Then number of lines passing through an area A will be equal to EA lines. How many lines are going? EA lines. For unit area, E lines are there. For A units of area, how many lines are there? EA lines are. area is tilted a bit. This area is tilted. If this area is tilted, how many lines are crossing the area? How many lines are crossing the area? It's a tilted. Right? How many lines are crossing? Then how do you find out that? It's very simple. Let us imagine area as a vector. Right? Actually speaking, area is not a vector. We will assign the direction for area. It becomes a pseudo-vector. And the area vector is always perpendicular to the area. Is always perpendicular to the area. Right? Now this area is tilted. Now how many lines are going through this area? So what we do? We resolve this area into two components. We resolve this area into two components. 1 minute. Right. So what I do? I resolve this area into two rectangular components. I resolve this area into two rectangular components. Something like this. Right? I resolve the area into two rectangular components. Now, this is the area vector. This is the area vector, A bar. Just now I told you, area vector is always normal to the surface. And it is tilted by an angle theta. So this angle also becomes theta. So this side component becomes A cos theta. And this side component becomes A sin theta. Right? That means area of this part is equal to A sin theta. Area of this part is equal to A cos theta. In A units of area, how many lines are going? EA lines are going. Now, number of lines passing through an area A cos theta will be equal to EA cos theta lines. How many lines are passing now? EA cos theta lines are crossing. Any lines are crossing the area A sin theta? No. For example, if this is the area A sin theta, all the lines, as you can see in my hand, all the lines are parallel to the area A sin theta. None of the lines are crossing the area. But whereas in this A cos theta area, lines are crossing lines. Lines are crossing. Right? Lines are crossing through which area? A cos theta. So what are the total number of lines that are crossing the area? EA cos theta. And that is what we are going to define as electric flux. So electric flux through an area is equal to EA cos theta. What is theta? As you can see, this is electric field direction. This is electric field direction. Right? This is the direction of electric field. But this is what? A bar. So what's the angle between E bar and A bar? Theta. So E is the magnitude of electric field, A is the area, and theta is the angle between E bar and A bar. Then we are going to define electric flux as EA cos theta. Right? number of electric field lines passing through an area or cutting through an area is called as what? Electric flux. I hope it is clear. Right? So we got a basic relation. Electric flux phi is equal to EA cos theta. What is the unit of electric field? Newton per coulomb. What's the unit of area? Meter square. Newton meter square per coulomb is the unit of electric flux. Is that clear? And this is SI unit. And what is the dimensional formula of electric flux? Dimensional formula of electric flux. Phi is equal to Newton represents force. Force dimensional formula ml square t power minus. Meter square area. Area dimensional formula L square. Coulomb and dimensional formula IT or AT where I use current. That means what we are going to get m L power 4 t power minus 3 and I power minus 1. Force dimensional formula ml t power minus 2, area dimensional formula L square, coulomb, that means charge dimensional formula IT, that means we are going to get ml cube t power minus 3 I power minus 1. Force dimensional formula ml t power minus 2, area L square, coulomb IT, so ml cube t power minus 3 I power minus 1. I said electric flux is equal to EA cos theta. It can be written in vector form E bar dot A bar. Right? E is magnitude. A is magnitude. Cos theta is also a number. Product of three numbers is also another number. That means that is a scalar. So electric flux is what type of physical quantity? It is scalar physical quantity. Is that clear? Since it is electric flux, let me use the symbol phi E. Let me use the symbol phi E, electric flux. Is that clear? Of course, we can use phi also, nothing wrong in this. Is that clear? Right. Now, let us try to understand what is the exact meaning of electric flux. I will give you one example. For example, this is an area, right? If this is the area, electric field lines are on the area, right? Then these lines cannot be counted as electric flux because they are not passing the area. According to your definition, what is electric flux? Number of lines passing through an area or cutting through an area. So, now if the line is crossing the area like this, so how many lines are crossing? 1. So what is the electric flux? 1. Now 2 lines are crossing now. So 2 lines are crossing area. What's the electric flux? 2. And so on. As each and every line is cutting the area, and every line must be counted. If they are cutting the area, if they are not cutting the area, you cannot count the number of lines. Is that clear? So let us try to understand still better about electric flux. So for example, there is an area, right? All the electric field lines are normal to the area. All the electric field lines are normal to the area like this. Right? This is electric field. And we know very well, area vector is always normal. So E bar and A bar, both of them are in the same direction. Then what is the electric flux? Flux phi is equal to E A cos 0. Then the electric flux is equal to E A. Is that clear? Now, if this is the area, that is under our consideration. Right? Now, electric field lines are parallel to the surface. That means electric field lines are not crossing the area, they are going parallel to the surface. And this is our electric field. And here you are having area vector A bar. Now area vector and electric field vector, both of them are perpendicular. That means electric flux phi is equal to EA cos 90 and electric flux will be equal to 0. Right? Now let us consider area vector like this. Now electric field lines are going this way. Electric field lines are crossing the area this way. Right. So electric field lines are crossing the area this way. Now, E bar and A bar, both of them are in which direction? Opposite direction. Then flux of phi will be equal to EA cos 180. Cos 180 is minus 1. That means what you are going to get? Minus EA. And here what we got? Plus EA. Sir, you can ask me one question. Sir, how can number of lines be negative? Here we are getting number of lines positive and you are getting number of lines negative. What is the meaning that number of lines is negative? So very simple. And here we are considering A bar, area vector. Please keep this point in your mind that area vector is always outward normal. Always what? Outward normal. You should never take inward normal. For example, if this is an area, let's say imagine my hand is an area. If I want to take area, I should not take normal into the area. I should take the area vector away from the surface. Outward normal. We should never take inward normal. Let's say in this case A bar is outward normal, A bar is outward normal, A bar is outward normal. Here lines are leaving the surface, but whereas here lines are entering the surface. So when the flux is positive, which represents that lines, what type of lines? Electric field lines leave the surface. Lines leave the surface. That means electric flux is positive. That means electric flux is positive. But whereas here lines enter the surface. Electric field lines enter the surface. Right? What does minus sign represent? Enter. What does plus sign represent? Leave. When the electric field lines are leaving the surface, flux is taken as positive. When the electric field lines are entering the surface, then the flux is taken as negative. Plus represents lines leaving the surface. Minus represents lines entering the surface. Is that clear? We should always take area vector as what type of normal? Outward normal. Away. Right? I'll give you one more example. For example, my scalp is there. Let's say that is the area. My hair leaves the surface. It doesn't enter into the scalp. It leaves the scalp. So flux is positive. Like that you can memorize. Is that clear? For example, there is a balloon. Imagine a balloon like a surface. You want to break the balloon. So you put a needle into the balloon or a sharp object into the balloon will burst. The needle is entering the balloon, so it is taken as negative flux. Is that clear? So flux leaving the surface is positive, flux entering the surface is negative. Right? Is that clear? You know, good thoughts coming out of your mind, it is positive. Negative thoughts entering into your mind. Sorry, good thoughts entering, good thoughts leaving from your mind. It's a positive thing. Negative thoughts entering your mind, it is negative. Is that clear? So you use your own ideas to memorize that. Leaving the surface positive, entering the surface negative. Negative thoughts entering into your mind, negative. Positive thoughts leaving your mind, that means you are giving positive thoughts to others. You are positive. You are getting negative thoughts from others, it will become negative. Is that clear? Right. Now, so I said area vector. Area vector is what about normal? Outward normal. Then, let us talk about two types of surfaces. One is open surface. Other one is closed surface. What's the meaning of open surface? Open surface means if the area does not enclose any volume, it is called as open surface. An area which does not enclose any volume is called as open surface. Then we have one more, closed surface. What is the meaning of closed surface? An area which encloses any volume, then that type of surface is called as closed surface. Let me give you an example. For example, there is a paper. Is it open surface or closed surface? Does it enclose any volume? No. So it is open surface or closed surface? Open surface. Okay, see carefully. I am converting this paper into a cylinder, into a hollow cylinder, as you can see now, right? Does it enclose any volume? No, because this side it is open, this side it is open. It is not closing any volume, so this one will become open surface. For example, maybe in home you are free, you might be making popcorn. Let's say this shape, cold shape. Is it open surface or closed surface?